bearer walks into the hall. Thank you. The procession is led by the mace bearer and members of Senate of the university, professors, deans of faculties are robed to take their seats. The principal officers of the university are walking in, and the chancellor is also robed, taking his place, followed by the Honorable Commissioner for Education, whom I imagine is today representing the visitor of the university, His Excellency Godwin Nogegase Obaseki. Ladies and gentlemen, the procession has found its way here. In 2 quick minutes, we will take the national anthem, and thereafter we will take the university anthem. We'd like to welcome the wife of the chancellor to the university. Now we are ready for the national anthem. We will now take the university anthem. Thank you very much. We may now resume our seats. for our graduates. When the university anthem goes, we expect you to come alive with the anthem because it is your day and it's your university. So when the anthem goes at the end of the program, we would like you to sing the anthem properly. Thank you. The executive governor and visitor to the university, Edo University, Iyamho, Your Excellency, Mr. Godwin Nogegase Obaseki, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor S.M. Omodia, the University Registrar, Dr. Mrs. Isoke Ogboro, the University Librarian, Alhaji Abraman Garba, the University Exchequer and Bossa, Mr. Chris Ohani, members of Senate here present, deans and directors of the university, our graduates, wonderful parents who have supported our graduates, friends of the university, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege and singular honor to welcome all of you to this event, which is the convocation, the second convocation ceremony of our dear university. Edo University is a university to be, a world-class university. Where others have attempted to move, we are flying. Many universities are not able to complete the 2019-2020 school year. We have not only completed that, we are actually also in the process of resuming. So let me welcome all of you and say how glad we are here to have you in our presence. Can we give a rounding applause to everybody here present? Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, we will take recognitions in the course of the program. May I humbly invite you to please very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as part of our opening activities, I'd like to invite the registrar of the university, Dr. Mrs. Isoke Ogboro, to please do the presentation of the visitor. Our registrar, please.
Your Excellency, sir. Your Excellency, sir, I have the honor and privilege to call upon the Vice Chancellor to present the visitor to the university.
Your Excellencies, visiting Vice Chancellors who are joining us on Zoom, Your Highnesses, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I hereby present to you the visitor to Edo University, Iyamho, His Excellency, Mr. Godwin Nogagase Obaseki, Executive Governor of Edo State, ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Honorable Barrister Jimo Ejegbai.
Your Excellency, sir, I have the honor and privilege to call upon the Chancellor to declare the convocation open and address convocation. Chancellor, sir.
Seeing you yesterday. By the powers conferred on me as Chancellor, I hereby constitute this assembly as a convocation of Edo University, Iyamho, at which undergraduate degrees shall be conferred. I declare the convocation open. Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. His Excellency, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, the Executive Governor of Edo State and visitor of University of Iyamho, who is ably represented by the Commissioner for Education. His Excellency, Honorable Philip Shoaibu, Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Marcus Onobu, Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Justice Esther Edigmi, Chief Judge of Edo State, Honorable Commissioner for Education, Edo State, who is here wearing two caps as representing the governor as well as himself. Members of Edo State Executive Council, members of Edo State House of Assembly, principal officers of the university, visiting vice chancellors, rectors of sister tertiary institutions who will be watching on Zoom, members of Zenith of the university, Your Royal Highnesses, my Lord spiritual and temporal, staff and students of Edo University, Iyamho, distinguished invitees, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I address you all on this auspicious occasion, the second convocation ceremony of the University of the university. Edo University, Iyamho. I would like to begin by congratulating His Excellency, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, the Executive Governor of Edo State, and our visitor on his re-election as governor for another 4 years. I would also like to use this opportunity to express our sincere appreciation to Governor Obaseki, who has been very supportive of our university and has shown that he is committed to the advancement of education at all levels. Since my appointment and installation as Chancellor, I've carefully followed the innovative abilities of the Vice Chancellor, Professor E.O. Aluyo, and his management team to the cause of raising Edo University, Iyamho, to greater heights. Edo University, Iyamho, has become a pace setter in the technological approach to the delivery of quality teaching and learning. The technological approach, through the use of its Canvas learning management system, is what resulted in our gathering today to award Edo University Iyamho degrees to our 2019 and 2020 graduates. Through the Canvas learning management system, Edo University Iyamho was able to continue teaching and learning in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, which resulted in the lockdown of educational institutions the world over. The innovative tool of the Canvas, the innovative tool of the Canvas of learning management system enabled the university to be able to complete the 2019-2020 academic session through lectures, tests, assignments, grading of scripts, as well as project provision, which were all done on the learning management system LMS platform. Can you give a rousing the university and the teaching staff have been able to do this because of their dedication and the leadership of the Vice Chancellor as well as other management staff. And I'm sure this will enable the students themselves to use this initiative in their way forward in life, to know that nothing is impossible. And to you, I commend that every wall is a door. On the achievement of this feat, I congratulate management, staff, students of the university. There's no doubt that Edo University, Iyamho, is one of the universities in Africa with credible records. For example, Edo University, Iyamho recently collaborated with Association of African Universities, AAU, to organize a webinar via Zoom titled Lectures and Students, E-Learning Experience in Africa. The Edo University Iyamho Nigerian Case Study. The seminar was moderated by the Quality Assurance Specialist and the Project Manager of the Association of African Universities, Dr. Violet Makuku. I was able to attend that Zoom lecture, and I was proud to be part of this university because the university was highly commended, and the Vice Chancellor was actually nominated as the Chancellor of the Year for all universities. And they were also asking him to put in writing how he's able to make it, while other universities are not able to do as well as he has done. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Also, public lecture via webinar was delivered by Engineer Martin Manua, President, Federation of African Engineering Organization, on the theme, Digitalization of the African Continent, the Role of African Universities, on the 8th of October, 2020. Engineer Martin presented the public lecture from far away in Zimbabwe. Edo University Iyamho competes favorably with international university with its technologically enhanced laboratories such as anatomy table, power lab for teaching anatomy to medical students, well-equipped engineering workshop, and recently acquired molecular lab that can test for COVID. Indeed, Edo University is a digital university and a pride to Edo State and Nigeria as a whole. I want to once again congratulate the university management for being able to complete the 2019-2020 academic session and graduate the following numbers of students in various degrees in spite of the shutdown of educational institutions. First class honors, 4 students. Second class honors, upper division, 21 students. Second class honors, lower division, 23 students. Third class honors, 3 students. Pass degree, nil. Total, 51 students. To my dear graduates, congratulations on earning the prestigious degrees of Edo University, Iyamho, having been found worthy in character and learning. You have demonstrated resilience and dedication during these challenging times, and I wish you the very best in your future endeavors. It is my hope that you will be good ambassadors of Edo University, Iyamho. Dear parents and guardians, I say congratulations to you as well as your children and wards have been able to survive the rigor of quality training offered in the Edo University. Thank you very much.
Can we please put our hands together for the Chancellor of our university, Dr. Aderemi Makujola? Thank you. Indeed, the convocation ceremony that is ongoing is also live on the web. We have many people who have joined us through Zoom. So whatever we are doing here, the entire world is actually joining us. This auditorium is not full because we know that we have to keep to the COVID-19 protocols, for which we invited very minimal people. The rest of the world has joined. We'd like to just recognize 4 quick and outstanding persons who are prominent in the lives of our university, who have joined via Zoom. We'd like to recognize Professor Emeritus T.O.K. Aodu, former Pro-Chancellor of Edo University. Thank you, Prof, for joining. We'd like to thank also Professor A. Olayonu, the Vice Chancellor, Landmark University, who says he's very proud of what is happening here. We thank you for being proud of us. We want to thank Dr. Mutala Mohammed, who is representing the Vice Chancellor at Adamawa State University, and who says we need to be the light to other universities to do what we are doing. Thank you for the sense of confidence. And the representative of the Council for Nursing and Midwifery in Nigeria. We want to thank you for joining and to tell you that your students in our faculty studying medicine, studying nursing, midwifery, and lab sciences are all doing well. When next you visit, you will see what we are doing. Thank you very much, and we will take further recognitions as the event continues. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to invite the registrar once more.
Chancellor, sir, and I have the honor to call upon the Vice Chancellor to address convocation. Vice Chancellor, sir.
His Excellency, Mr. Godwin Nogegase Obaseki, the Executive Governor of Edo State and visitor to Edo University, ably represented by Honorable Barrister Jimo Ejegbai, the Honorable Commissioner for Education. His Excellency, Right Honorable Philip Shaibu, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, the Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Marcus Onobu, the Honorable Justice Esther Amenagawon Edigi, Chief Judge of Edo State, members of the State Executive Council, members of the Edo State House of Assembly, Dr. Aderemi Makanjuola, Chancellor, Edo University, Iyamho, who is present in this ceremony with his very loving wife. You are welcome, ma'am. And his daughter also, Dr. Samira Makanjuola. Visiting Vice Chancellors, Rectors of sister tertiary institutions, Principal Officers of the University, Members of Senate, Your Royal Highnesses, my Lord Spiritual and Temporal, Gentlemen of the Press, staff and students of Edo University, Iyamho, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. Let me also specially welcome our parents who are here, parents of our graduating students. It is with great delight that I welcome all our distinguished guests who are attending this auspicious occasion of the second convocation ceremony of Edo University, Iyamho, via webinar, our graduates and parents who are physically present at this ceremony. I sincerely welcome His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State and visitor to the university, Mr. Godwin Nogegase Obaseki, to the second convocation ceremony. While congratulating you on your recent victory at the polls, I want to appreciate you especially, sir, for finding time to be with us today despite your busy schedule of preparing for your inauguration for a second term of office just a few days away. I want to put on record that until just about 30 minutes before the start of this ceremony, the Executive Governor was billed to be here physically to attend the ceremony. But as we know, duties of state, they call and we have to obey. Today, Edo University Iyamho records another milestone with the graduation of the second set of students for the 2019-2020 academic session at the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, when many other similar institutions are yet to resume for studies for the same academic session due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Today's ceremony is unique. The convocation ceremony is being carried out with many of our invitees joining us via Zoom. We have carefully complied with the COVID-19 protocols in inviting only the graduating students and their parents to be physically present here today. I must commend our indefatigable Chancellor and his dear wife, for also coming physically to perform the exercise of conferring the award of degrees on our graduates. We are most grateful, sir. Edo University Iyamho was established by the Edo State House of Assembly Amendment Law Number 3, 2016, and was accorded recognition by the National Universities Commission, NUC, on the 23rd of March, 2016, as the 41st state-owned university and 142nd university in Nigeria. The vision of the founding fathers of Edo University Iyamho is that the university should be a center of excellence and a model for a 21st century university in Nigeria. The mission of the university is to provide quality education of a world-class standard through teaching, research, and community service. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Edo University Iyamho, in playing her role as a model for the 21st century university in Nigeria in particular and Africa as a whole, in less than 5 years of her existence, has achieved successes in her academic pursuits to provide quality education for the teeming youths of Edo State and Nigeria at large in the following areas. Edo University was ranked third out of 160 universities assessed by the National Universities Commission in the 2018 Open Educational Resource Ranking. Edo University has a fully equipped world-class studio for training students in mass communication. Our first set of graduates from the mass communication program are here today. Edo University is the first in West Africa to adopt the Canvas learning management system, which is used by 70% of the Ivy League universities in the world. The first and only medical training institution in Nigeria with an anatomy table, which is a technologically advanced anatomy visualization system for anatomy education and is used by the world-leading medical schools for the training of medical students. Acquired low-fidelity and high-fidelity mannequins, Siman 3G, which enable the simulation of different kinds of scenarios for the training of medical and nursing students. One of the 4 medical training institutions in Nigeria with power laboratory systems for teaching physiology and pharmacology. We have a clinical skills laboratory that competes favorably with other medical schools across the globe. Edo University has been admitted into the consortium of new sub-Saharan medical schools, and indeed, the conference for that consortium was held in Edo University last year. The current trend in the training of medical students is in the use of the competency-based curriculum rather than the traditional-based curriculum, which is predominant in Nigerian universities. I'm glad to report that aside from the two other universities in Nigeria that have migrated from the traditional-based curriculum to the competency-based curriculum, Edo University Iyamho instituted a competency-based curriculum from inception, making her only the 3rd university in Nigeria to have migrated to that curriculum. All programs due for accreditation by the NUC have been accredited with the least score of 82% for assessed programs. The MDCN has accredited the pre-clinicals of our MBBS program. The clinicals accreditation is due shortly. Edo University Iyamho engineering programs have all been accredited by the COREN, by the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, except for our mechanical engineering program, which will be due next year. The Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria has also chosen Edo University Iyamho as one of the universities piloting the modern trend of use of outcome-based education curriculum in engineering education. Implication of this is that when fully implemented, engineering graduates from Edo University will be acceptable without any further examination in any of the countries who are members of the International Engineering Alliance. This includes the USA, the UK, Germany, South Africa and Egypt are the only two countries in Africa that have joined the alliance, amongst others. ICANN, accounting professional body, accredited the accounting program in May 2019. The nursing and medical laboratory program, science programs have all been accredited by their respective councils. The University Council has approved 100 scholarships each year to indigent students of Edo State origin and 5 undergraduate full scholarships for best applicants to Edo University, irrespective of their state of origin. The university has enjoyed uninterrupted academic calendar and industrial harmony. The university graduated our first set of 50 students on 2nd November 2019 in 4 years duration for each of the programs. The successful completion to the 2019-2020 academic session and graduation of the second set of graduates, which we are witnessing here today, an establishment of a molecular laboratory that can be used to test for COVID-19, courtesy of a donation by the Chancellor, Dr. Aderemi Makanjola. Please let's give a round of applause to our Chancellor. I want to use this opportunity to thank our Chancellor for this worthy initiative. We at Edo University Iyamho are indeed very grateful. The molecular laboratory will enhance the teaching and research activities in the College of Medical Sciences of our dear university. Edo University Iyamho is proud to state that there was no disruption of academic calendar due to strike or COVID-19 pandemic, which led to the shutdown of many institutions world over. This is attributable to the use of our Canvas learning management system, a technologically enhanced tool that enables teaching and learning to continue while students are at home. I'm glad to state that Edo University Iyamho is the first university in West Africa to acquire and use this tool to enhance teaching and learning in the university. In spite of the shutdown of many institutions, Edo University is pleased to present to this August audience our graduates for the 2019-2020 academic session. Today, these graduates, who have been found worthy in character and in learning, will be conferred with Edo University Iyamho degrees in their various disciplines. Congratulations to all of you. I would like to, at this juncture, appreciate the Edo State Governor and visitor to the university, Mr. Godwin Nogegase Obaseki, for his support that led to the successes achieved by the Edo University Iyamho. On behalf of Senate, staff and students of Edo University Iyamho, I want to congratulate our dear graduates for successful academic sojourn in Edo University Iyamho. You are hereby enjoined to be good ambassadors of Edo University Iyamho as you go into the labor market to serve the nation in the fields of your academic discipline. Our dear parents, stroke guardians, royal fathers, and other guests online, a very big thank you for coming to witness this auspicious convocation ceremony of the second graduating students of our university. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor. Apparently, the VC has given a score sheet and a scorecard of the university. For many of us who, prior to this point, didn't know what we were doing, if you listened attentively, I'm sure you'll be proud that you are associated with the university. Can we give the Vice Chancellor another rousing applause? Thank you very much. We'd like to recognize and thank the registrar of the University of Port Harcourt, who has logged in and has said that although she is logged in, she would have preferred if she was here physically. Dr. Dorcas D. Ofo, we are grateful to you for logging in to this event. We will take further recognitions as the event progresses. But at this point, let me again go back to our registrar, Dr. Mrs. Isoke, for the next item on our program.
Chancellor, sir. Chancellor, sir, the persons whose names will be presented by the Provost, College of Medical Sciences, and deans of their faculties have fulfilled the requirements of the regulations of Edo University, Iyamho, and have been found worthy in character and learning to be admitted to the degrees of their respective college and faculties. I therefore call upon the Provost, College of Medical Sciences, and deans of faculties to present their graduates. The Provost, sir.
Chancellor, sir, in the name of the College of Medical Sciences and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the following persons present and those unavoidably absent for whom the Provost stands proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry of Edo University, Iyamho. Will the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry, please stand.
By the authority vested on me as Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent for whom the Provost stands proxy to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry of Edo University, Iyamho. Congratulations.
Chancellor, sir, I hereby call on the Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Management, and Social Sciences to please come.
All the protocols duly observed. I put up my hat. Chancellor, sir, in the name of the Faculty of Arts, Management, and Social Science, and by the authority of the Senate, I present to you the following persons present and those unavoidably absent for whom I, the Dean, stands proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and learning to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Arts as well as the degrees of Bachelor of Science of Edo University, Iyamho. Will please the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Arts and degrees of Bachelor of Science of the Faculty of Arts, Management, and Social Science please stand. Mamas, please stand. We are standing, sir.
By the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent, for whom the Dean stands proxy, to the degrees of Bachelors of Arts as well as the degrees of Bachelor of Science of Edo University, Iyamho. Congratulations.
Chancellor, sir, I hereby call on the Dean of Faculty of Science. Come on.
Chancellor, sir, in the name of the Faculty of Science and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the following person present and those unavoidably absent, for whom the Dean stands proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science of Edo University, Iyamho. With the recipient of the degree of Bachelor of Science, Faculty of Science, please stand.
By the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are unavoidably absent, for whom the Dean stands proxy, to the degree of Bachelor of Science of Edo University, Iyamho. Congratulations.
Chancellor, sir, the graduates whose names I'm about to call have distinguished themselves in their various fields of endeavors and have been adjudged to merit the award of university prizes. It is with humility and honor that I now invite the Chancellor to present the prizes to the deserving graduates. Chancellor, sir. The prize winner as follows, according to their departments and faculty. Departmental Prize Award.
When I call your name, you rise up and then come and collect your certificate. The best student, Department of Biochemistry, Ogenewari Manawa, CGPA 4.74, first class honors. The best student, Department of Accounting, Chukun Wike Franklin, Udemadu, CGPA 4.64, first class honors. The best student, Department of Economics, Colette Chisom Ekeocha, second class honors upper division. Take your envelope. Oh. The best student, Department of History and International Studies, Adalgo Gift Nwamadu, first class honors. The best student, Department of Mass Communication, Omoze Sarah Omokwa, The best student, Department of Political Science and Public Administration, Joshua Adegbe Adama. The best student, Department of Microbiology, Miriam Hope Ogakasu. The best student, Department of Computer Science, Daniel Onyedikachi Oti. The faculty prizes. Stay on this. The faculty prizes took awards. The best student, College of Medical Sciences, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Ogeneware Manawa, first class honor. The best student, Faculty of Arts, Management and Social Sciences, Adaogo Gift Muhammad, first class. Then the best student, Faculty of Science, Daniel Onyedikachi Oti, first class honor. The overall best students in the 2019-2020 graduating class is Daniel Onyedikachi Oti.
Can we give a resounding applause for these young men and women? Thank you. Thank you. At this point, we have come to a major part of this event, which is the opportunity for one of the graduating students.
I have the honor to announce to this auspicious audience that the Chancellor has offered employment to the best graduating students, Mr. And just for emphasis, he's a computer scientist. The chancellor is the chairman of Cavatin Helicopters. So you can see that it is indeed a very great honor to get this employment for our self-directed.
Thank you. You see, in my field of study, what the Vice Chancellor just did is breaking news. The news that broke is that the Chancellor, Dr. Aderemi Makondola, out of the goodness of his heart and in consultation with the family exchequer, has agreed that they will starve themselves of some meals to be able to pay our best graduating students for doing so wonderfully well. This is a challenge to those who are graduating with you and those coming behind. If you do well, you will sell yourself. Before this moment, Daniel did not know that he will have the privilege of working with the Cavatin group. But today, by virtue of his hard work, he is a member of staff of that body. Let me say very quickly that in the tradition of academics, we give an opportunity to one of the graduates to speak on behalf of the graduating class. And at this event, at this convocation, the honor and privilege has fallen on no other person than the young man who just got a job. Daniel Oti is our valedictorian for this ceremony. So may I invite Daniel to the microphone. No, you can come this way now. You can walk this way. You know, when you get the things you didn't bargain for, the adrenaline in you will pump so much that you can jump from Mount Kilimanjaro. You see him?
The Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, may I be permitted to adopt already existing protocols? All praise and glory be given to God Almighty for making it possible for us to witness this special day. Today is a very special and memorable day in our lives, and we cannot, as graduating students, express joy, happiness, and gratitude we feel to God, the school management, our families, friends, and well-wishers. The world we live in today is plagued with danger, with occurrences of lows being more than the highs of the year 2020. But despite the odds, we still managed to graduate. So let's give ourselves a big round of applause. I am really privileged and proud that despite having scholars of great intellectual ability amongst us, I am standing here as the valedictorian of the day, representing the graduating class of the 2019-2020 academic session. It is an honor to represent you all. We appreciate everyone that could be here today physically and on our webinar, that regardless of your busy schedules, you spent some time to join in our celebration. We thank you all. I don't want to alarm you, but the class of 2020 has a serious problem. It's not the financial problem, it's not the social problem, it's not an intellectual problem. I feel the class of 2020 has the problem of being awesome and fantastic. You guys are awesome. I mean, during the time I've been with you guys, I've met numerous talents, entrepreneurs, critical thinkers, innovators, and ambitious individuals amongst us. We noble graduates of this great university have completed the journey we began 4 years ago, a period where you can say has had a significant impact on our lives. To say the fact, it was not easy at all. If you look back at the struggle, the journey has been a mixture of good times and bad times. In fact, one thing most people don't realize is that we are not just here celebrating 4 years. We are here celebrating almost 20 years of non-stop academic study. Think of it, from crèche to kindergarten, to nursery, to primary, to secondary, and now the university. Indeed, nothing ever good is easy. Is what is easy. Now that we are graduates, I have got good news and bad news actually. The good news is that now life has no report card or report sheet, no grades to check, no term paper or project report to submit when due, no classes except the ones you choose to attend. The degree we receive today is awesome, but let's remember that we may not even really have to use it. What will make us stand out in our world today is our skills and personality. Now, going over to the bad news. The bad news is we are now fully responsible for ourselves. If you didn't know before, now you should know that we are really fully responsible for ourselves. We'll get a lot of freedom, but even with more responsibility. Then, if you didn't know before, the time will come, you will know that you need to find your own path. As a young upcoming software developer, I learned that when I develop systems, the errors I get initially, I will get angry, blame my computer, blame the technology stack I'm using, blame the documentation that they didn't do it well. Then after everything, I realized that most of it was my fault. I made a mistake, I misspelled, or I omitted a code, a semicolon. In life, we may not have the luxury of blaming anyone but ourselves for our faith in the world beyond these walls. But the most intriguing part of this all is that we're not only responsible for ourselves now, we're also responsible for the fate of this country and the world at large. One big lesson I've gotten from this year is given the realities of the future that we're going to live over the next 10 to 15 years. I believe that as Africans and Nigerians, we have a critical role to play in ensuring the continuous survival of our species. There will surely be problems we'll encounter, but class of 2020, I feel it will fall to us to figure this out. And this is why the education we have received over these 20 years, just like DC's, Justice League, and Avengers of Marvel, we have undergone the training of superheroes. The world now depends on us for its survival. My close friends know my unrivaled passion for software development, and during this journey of being a senior developer, which I'll get here very soon, hopefully, it has taught me a very important lesson. When I started in senior secondary class, SS2, after finding out I love programming, I thought that as I strive to improve and get better at writing codes and tests, I would encounter less bugs as I got better. I would not be getting more errors. I came into university, and aside my academic work, I also devoted time to keep on improving my skill with my fellow developer and friend, Abdul Fatai, who is also graduating today. But then, the funny thing is we encountered more and more errors, especially during our IT period in 300 level. It frustrated us to a point of almost giving up. But my mentor, Mr. Uche, who is not here today, and Dr. Wilson Nwankwo, made us realize solving these errors make you a better developer. It's like hoping the world will not have problems, but the more we can fix these errors, we grow the capacity to think and solve real-life issues. That propelled me, and since that day, I love seeing those red lines of errors. Even though I've been trying to fix one for a week now, even yesterday, I couldn't fix it. So it may seem impossible to surmount these challenges that may come in the future, because frankly, I can't give you the assurance that I find it easy out there. But what will require us, it will require more innovation, more creativity, and frankly, more selflessness and hard work. And I'm very sure from my few years being with you guys, I know that you guys have it already. I can see it. And now, we everything need to leverage and use the best technology, thinking, training, and talents amongst us to leapfrog these challenges and build for the future. To be honest, I don't not really have any advice to give. I'm still on my learning journey, so I'll leave the wise words to the more distinguished men and women gracing the occasion today. However, I would like to leave you with two questions I've asked myself this year on numerous occasions. First of all is what matters most to you? If you look around, there are many challenges and you can't possibly solve them all. However, taking time to figure out what really matters to you and passionately working towards it is really your first step in taking responsibility for our future. What matters most to you? Healthcare for all, education for all, a just and fair society, a responsible political class. Anything you find it, own it, and do whatever it takes to make it possible. Second question is, can you build what can last? We live in a society where people do everything they did the day before and expect something about the world to change. When you combine this with our signature penchant for short-term thinking, you have a nation unwittingly heading for a disaster of titanic proportions. Our generation has to be simply different, and we have to intentionally build for the future. We cannot no longer build things for the financial gains or so that we can please people. We have to think Lord and hard about the future and dedicate ourselves to building things that can stand the test of time. On behalf of the graduating set of 2020, I appreciate the relentless efforts of our school management, the Vice Chancellor, sir, our ever able Vice Chancellor, Professor Aluyo Emmanuel, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, all our principal officers of the universities, the teaching and non-teaching staff. Thank you for making this institution a great place to learn, and we promise to make this institution proud and be good ambassadors. I especially appreciate my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Oti. I do not have enough words to appreciate your support and guidance, even when I make mistakes. I love you. I acknowledge my uncle, Reverend Victor Oti, and his wife for their unrelenting support, helping me to adapt to this state. I also, on behalf of the graduating set, congratulate our parents, our guardians, our family and friends and well-wishers. We really appreciate your support throughout our study in this great institution. Education, they say, is the best legacy. You've already given us something that is worth more than billions of inheritance. We will make you proud. To my head of department, Dr. Israel Siloko, I acknowledge you, sir, for your efforts. To my supervisor, Dr. Wilson Wanko, I appreciate you for always demanding the best from us. It has helped me personally to evolve. To Dr. Esosa, you are a real one, sir. Thank you for the advices and pep talks. I really learned a lot from you, sir. To my amiable, inestimable, diligent, and amicable lecturers of the Department of Computer Science, who pushed and spurred us to put and giving our best, offering us opportunities to become the best we can, I also extend my warmest gratitude to you all. To my course mates from the Department of Computer Science, these 4 years with you couldn't have been any better. The time we read together, collaborated together, took punishment together, played together, and memories I will hold dear and cherish for a long time. You guys are the best. I also give a special shout out to the patrons of Coders Prime Group, Dr. Makinde and Mr. David, for supporting their members in improving their coding skills. I also appreciate every one of you I collaborated with. I also appreciate NNPC Total Scholarship Scheme, the grants that I was able to get as my stay in school. To the current undergraduates, we have left a landmark. We have made mistakes. We have achieved successes too. I implore you to improve on our successes, do greater than we did, and learn from our mistakes to avoid repeating them. Together, within or without the walls of this school, we'll keep the oil flowing, we'll keep the lamp burning, and the flag flying as good ambassadors. In conclusion, one thing I've learned during the stay in this school is that grades that we earn are not as important as the education we receive. Let me break this down. We earn a grade for taking a history test. We get an education for understanding why slavery is immoral. We earn a grade for taking a mathematics test. We get an education for understanding that mathematical models can help us fly. We earn a grade for writing an English essay. We get an education for understanding that words are poems, and poems are beautiful. And poems can help heal someone who is brokenhearted or pass a message. With this education we have gotten around 20 years of our lives, let's use it to make the world a better place. From the bottom of my heart, I say a very big congratulations to you all, and I wish you the best in life. God bless Edo University, Iyamho. God bless Edo State. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Can we give him another rousing applause? Daniel Oti, our valedictorian, has spoken like a sage. I think he's coming to that point. We have a special goodwill message from the Vice Chancellor of Landmark University, and it's coming via Zoom. Jonatas, are we ready? May we have Professor Olanju, Vice Chancellor, Landmark University, please. Thank you.
Thank you, the orator, the Chancellor, sir. On behalf of Landmark University, Dr. David Oyedepo, members of management, Senate, faculty, students, and university community in general. We congratulate you, sir, and our amiable Vice Chancellor, who also doubles as my own professional colleague, Engineer Professor Emmanuel Aluyo, and members of Edo University Iyamho community. We want to thank God for the good work is doing us a world-class university. And when we see a like-minded university like ours in Edo University, we cannot but just join in thanking God and congratulating the university community. That's why I have to put on my gown because I wish to be there physically. But I know all university are driving seriously. And so on this note, I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate students. Just like I said in one of the parts, especially to the best graduating students. Actually, what you have is, for us, is not bad news. It's more of a challenge. And many of us, many years ago, just like I can see one of our senior colleagues there, our elder, our professor emeritus, even online now, they will tell you that when we go out like this, the thinking is, how are we going to cope? But if we can do it, God is not a respecter of person. He can do it for you. What you need to pick it up has already been delivered to you at the university level. It is now left for you to go out there and embrace what is called the KSA concept: knowledge, skill, and attitude. Knowledge as a university we have imparted on you. It's now left for you to acquire the necessary skill. But mind you, these two are not enough. You must have the right attitude. So on this note, I congratulate the university community once again. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much.
visitor to Edo University, Iyamho, the Executive Governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Norerase Obaseki, to graciously address the convocation. Mr. Visitor, sir.
An address by the Executive Governor of Edo State and visitor to the university, His Excellency Mr. Godwin Norerase Obaseki, on the occasion of the second convocation ceremony of Edo University, Iyamho, on Saturday, 7th November, 2020. His Excellency, Right Honorable Comrade Phyllis Shaibu, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Marcus Onobu, Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, my Lord, the Chief Judge of Edo State, Honorable Justice Edigi, Dr. Aderemi Makanjuola, Chancellor, Edo University, Iyamho, members of Edo State Executive Council present, members of Edo State House of Assembly, principal officers of the university, visiting vice chancellors, rectors of sister tertiary institution, members of Senate of the university, Royal Highnesses, my Lord, spiritual and temporal, staff, students of Edo University, Iyamho, distinguished invitees, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with delight that I welcome our distinguished guests to the auspicious occasion of the second convocation ceremony of Edo University, Iyamho, Edo State. Let me seize this opportunity to commend our dear Chancellor of Edo University, Iyamho, Mr. Aderemi Makanjuola. As a prelude to today's convocation exercise, I have commissioned a molecular laboratory with capacity to test for COVID-19 donated by our dear Chancellor. Our Chancellor, we are indeed very grateful. This is very much appreciated, and I want to assure the Chancellor that the laboratory will be put into very good use. The state government will support the university to quickly get certification from the NCDC to ensure that the laboratory can be deployed by the state government in our continued fight against COVID-19. As visitor to the university, I'm very proud of the giant strides the university is making to become a model of the 21st century university in Nigeria. I particularly want to put on record the Edo University, Iyamho, has achieved a great milestone for being able to conclude the 2019-2020 academic session through its technological enhanced tool of the Canvas learning management system. Today, we are witnessing the result of the use of technology by this graduation of the second set of graduates of Edo University, Iyamho. I've been informed that the second set of graduates of Edo University, Iyamho is graduating 51 students in the following class of degrees. First class honors, 4 students. Second class honor, upper division, 21 students. Second class honor, lower division, 23 students. Third class honor, 3 students. Pass degree nil, total 51 students. These sets of graduates have been found worthy in character and in learning to be awarded Edo University Iyamho degrees. Congratulations to you, my dear graduates. I advise that you go into the world of work with the attitude to serve our state in particular, Nigeria as a whole, with your acquired knowledge and skills obtained from Edo University Iyamho. Edo University Iyamho have prepared you to be future leaders in line with the motto of the university, which states, "We develop leaders." As youth of today, it is so that you will play your role to become the leader that will turn the tide of Nigeria to greater heights in future, which starts today. I want to appreciate the effort of the management, academic and non-academic staff of Edo University Iyamho for keeping to the mandate of the Edo State government to have a university of world-class model in Edo State and Nigeria. I'm particularly impressed at the report that all programs due for accreditation in the university by the National University Commission, NUC, have been duly accredited with a minimum score of 82%, far above the minimum of 70% required. I want to also congratulate the university on being chosen as one of 3 universities to pilot the introduction of outcome-based education mode of training in engineering in Nigeria. I also appreciate the immediate communities of the university for providing a conducive environment for the university to thrive. Edo State government, despite the dwindling financial resources of the state, is still keeping with the goal to prioritize education because education is a transformation tool for the development in any nation. Edo State government will continue to support you in whatever way possible within the resources of Edo State. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for coming to be part of today's event. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Edo State. God bless Edo University, Iyamho. Thank you and God bless you.
Can we give the visitor a bigger applause for that address to convocation? Thank you. We may now resume our seats.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to invite you to declare the second convocation ceremony closed.
By the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I now declare the second convocation of Edo.
Thank you very much. We will now rise for the anthem. We will begin with the university anthem and then conclude with the national anthem. Thereafter, the procession will exit this auditorium while the rest of us remain standing until the last one in the procession is out. Can we now have the university anthem, please?
Oh,
Thank you. We'll remain standing while the procession takes the reverse lead out of the office. Thank you. Music, music, music.
I be king, I'm the
Miss Era.
I be king, I'm the best my generation ever seen. I came suddenly, I be like Nepa Bing. I never since, I never miss. I be smashing, I be killing everything. From Ikeja to Oju like Babi. To the many places that I've never been. Remember this, I'm a king. I'm a legend in the making, I'm a champion. Remember this, I'm a king. I'm a legend in the making, I'm a champion. Remember this, I'm a king. I'm a legend in the making, I'm a
super good. Hey, I be finding silver lining where the mother said I need patience in due time, and I be reclining by design. I've been grinding for my needs. But I wait to give my nephew, put them diamonds on my knees, shining so dope that I purchased 88 keys for mama to play a song and call my ADHD. With this baby face, fine, get them rarely hate me. Get them belly aches, love them waist deep. Every occasion, I put money in safety. Very impatient, be on time when you pay me. Very evasive when they hating what they see. Maybe a nation, then they crown me as their king. Bell rings and then my hands are raised. MGM Grand Mandalay.
This is our football pitch. I hope you like what you have seen. Thank you for being our visual visitor.